Jim Skipper is the Titans' new running back coach. Welcome. Glad to have you here. And as you kind of go through the tape and look at Chris Johnson, and now he's your guy. You're watching him from afar. Now he's your guy. What do you see about him that maybe surprises you a little bit?
Well, there's really nothing that's really surprising. I mean, coming out, you know, he had that blazing speed, and it's come true in the professional level. I mean, the guy he's just gifted. And the thing to do is, hey, you want him to maintain or get better. And I've met the young man. He's a good guy. So, hey, I think the future's still ahead of him.
When you've coached a lot of different backs and a lot of different style backs, what is the common trait that all of the great ones have?
Well, they got to have good instincts, you know, and I think they're all students of the game because you got to understand the blocking schemes. You got to know who's unblocked. You know, you got to know what the guys up front are doing for you. And then the other part, you just got to have that desire to be special, you know, and these guys all have that trait, and he's right along with it.
Who is the player that maybe you think you learned the most while coaching?
Well, there's a couple of guys, you know, I've coached a couple of guys that had a little struggle learning, you know, so then it made me have to become more of a verbal coach. You know, I had to get more feedback from people. And so I learned mostly from that kind of situation.
From the standpoint of a running backs coach, you talk about how much of it is just natural and how much of it just comes in that way. So as you try to give them things, is it more about specific direction, or is it more just kind of giving them a feel, telling them what you're seeing to give them more tips in that way?
Well, see, the one thing about running back position that's kind of a misnomer is mentally there's a lot on the plate because guys got to understand run blocking schemes, pass blocking schemes. You got to understand blitz pickup and dog pickups, you know. But when you get the ball and you get right there at that last minute, then that's where the instinct part comes into it, you know, because all positions got to have instincts. I mean, you got to be a good player no matter what position you're playing. It's just that situation there. It's a little bit more now like fast break in basketball when you got to make that split decision, and that's what kind of separates the guys.
You have been called at several stops demanding. Does that bother you?
Well, no, not really. I think, I mean, if you want to be the best, you need to be around somebody who's going to demand the best.
Period.
End of story.
Coaching running backs in the NFL, how does it differ from coaching running backs at other levels?
Really, there's no difference. All it is, you got a different level of ability. But as far as coaching, the technique is the same. There's no difference in Pop Warner. You're going to teach a kid how to get into the stance and do different things. It's no difference, okay? You're dealing with a refined athlete. That's the only difference is the different abilities. But as far as coaching and trying to teach them, it's no different than speaking English language. Don't matter whether you're talking to a youngster or you're talking to an adult. You're still speaking English.
How did Jim Skipper get into coaching?
Well, I really just kind of fell into this thing. You know, I graduated from Whittier College, which is kind of, you know, that's Nixon's alma mater, and you know, we're kind of known as an academic institution, and it just evolved from there. I mean, I'm a guy who went straight from high school and worked his way straight up.
You had the experience in the XFL, too. What did you learn from that?
Well, it was a good experience. You know, I was a head coach in San Francisco Demons there, and fortunately we went to the championship. It was really just football. I mean, they were trying to come from a different angle as far as trying to sell the league and, you know, and trying to put out the publicity and whatnot. You know, they were coming a different angle as far as that was concerned. But when it got right down to it, was football.
You have come from one of the premier two-back situations with what you had with Stewart and Williams in Carolina. Is the two-back situation going to take over as the prevalent pattern for every offense in the league, you think?
Well, you know, it's such a demanding position. I mean, physically on your body, you know, a guy's taking hits all the time. You got to have a 1-2 punch. I mean, it's just like a pitching rotation. You know, you can't just go in there with an ace. You got to have a 1-2 punch if you think you're going to be a good baseball team. And I think it's the same situation as far as football concerned. If you got a 1-2 punch, because somebody's always going to get dinged. Okay, you're not going to stay healthy throughout the thing, and if you can keep pressure on the defense, irregardless of who's the back there, you got a guy who can make plays and be explosive. It can take it the distance every time. Now you keep the pressure on the defense.
But you've heard the theory that most running backs put forward is like, hey, I need my carries to get in that rhythm. When they take me out and they put me back in, I'm not able to do that. You think that's just out the window now?
Well, a guy's going to get in a rhythm. You let a guy get in a rhythm, he'll get into his rhythm. Instead of letting the guy carry the ball 40 times, you can split that 20-25. And that's plenty enough for a guy to get rhythm. Because what you want to do is keep a guy fresh. If an opportunity arises, he can go 80 yards, let him go 80 yards. Let's not him get caught from behind because he was tired.
The passing game, too. How much do you think Chris Johnson can improve in that area? And how much of a focus will that be for you when you get a chance to get started with him?
Well, Chris can improve on there. One thing about him, he's not shy from contact. So that's the number one. If he's willing to stick his nose in there and pass block, I think that's half the battle. And, and here's a guy who's very dangerous. So if you can get the ball in his hands, whether you throw it to him or hand it to him, he's a weapon.
That's Jim Skipper. He's the Titans' new running back coach with us at TitansOnline.com.